All right. It's almost over. I got the presentations out of the way. I get that big ass project out of the way. All right. It's almost over. All I have left is this jury. All right. My jury doesn't start until 10:40, so I've got a lot of time. I thought that I could go early anyway, just to get some like practice time for the jury. It doesn't help that I'm sick either. It's just been kicking my butt recently. Like last week I was sick. This week it's just been even worse. Last week all I had was just cough, and now I got like a runny nose and a bunch of other stuff. Like I've just been having a hard time. It doesn't help that like last week was my busiest week. Like, oh my god, man, like I'm just ready for these 2 weeks to be over with, because like even without finals, like it's just torture, man. Like I'm so busy this week too. Like I need a break at this point. I'm tired. Like I'm just ready to give myself one day to just do absolutely nothing. Yeah, I really hope it doesn't damage my playing during the jury. Oh my god, man. I am so ready for this week to be over. Right there too. I don't want to get pulled over. Shit. Do cops really have a quota? Like, they say no. People are saying yes. I'm hearing both yes and no. I don't know what to say. I don't trust Google. I don't know. Do they have a quota? I gotta blow my nose. I have enough time. This will. I'm gonna be stuck on red for a while. Alright, there. Alright, here we go. Oh, and you're not gonna pull them over? Man, someone just ran a red light. They're not gonna get pulled over for it? What? Dude, I've tried everything this morning, like, or actually, sorry, last night, like, I used a humidifier. I'm still not feeling better. I hate being sick, to be honest, man. Like, I hate it. I just wish it could end. You know what I want to do? I want to explore this abandoned railroad. Like, I'm curious as to what used to be here. Like, one day, I just want to, like, explore this place. Look, there's this abandoned railway right here. I see it. There's a junction around here. Or there was. That's broken. Like, there was a railway here. There used to be. Like, trains used to run here. Not anymore. And over there used to be like some kind of depot for coal or something like that. I don't know. I swear I've seen trains over here before. Maybe like a couple times. But I'm telling you now, like there was a train, there used to be trains here. Like, I don't know. I think this railroad is pretty old. Like, I think cause like what I see here, they used to have the old railroad crossings, not the lights, the gate, but like the X that said railroad crossing and the yield sign. Yeah, they have that. I mean, they do somehow. Oh my god, man. I can't even talk. I can't even think or talk straight right now. But, sorry. I hate being sick. But yeah, they do have like some of the more modern like railroad crossings, like the flashing lights and the gate that goes down. They have that, which is like way up ahead. But I don't see any. That's like I don't see any trains. Like you'd think with the modern technology that they use that's on the tracks that there'd be trains coming back and forth, but you'd be wrong. I guess the power box is like a little rusty, so there's that. I'm surprised the crossings themselves aren't like rusty either. Oh my god, man, I can't even think straight now. This is terrible. I'm really nervous for my jury now. Like, I'm sick. I don't want my acid reflux. The thing is, like, I have acid reflux, and it doesn't help that like the air that I'm breathing is cold, which causes me to kind of gag a bit, like that. Let's see here. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm guessing I have that much time. Okay. Oh yeah, so a little story. So a while ago, I think this was like halfway through the semester. Yeah. So yeah, a little while ago, like halfway through the semester, I was driving on my way here, and I made it to the traffic light all the way on the other side. And there was this minivan in front of me. and they were like in the very front of the line. So the traffic light stayed red for a like, oh, it just took forever to turn green. And when it did turn green, the minivan wouldn't go anywhere. It's like the driver fell asleep or something. So yeah, the same cycle. It went back to red, and then it went to green. And even during the second time, the minivan still didn't move. Like, people were getting impatient. Traffic was just, oh my gosh. Like, traffic was piling up, and this guy in the minivan wouldn't move. So yeah, I was sitting there for a little while because like I didn't want to like honk at the guy because like I didn't want to piss him off or anything. So I'm guessing somebody called 911, and they, I guess they arrived, and they went to the guy in the minivan, and one of the people there were just like, yeah, go around, just go around. And I was like, okay. So yeah, that happened. Do I know what happened to the guy in the minivan? No, I don't. But all I know is that he held up traffic for a long time because he just didn't budge. I mean, he could have been intoxicated, or he could have just fallen asleep like I mentioned earlier. I don't know. Man, I'm just Arizona sun. I'm just ready to get this over with, man. Like, next week I'll be practicing for sure, but like I don't want to I've never taken a break in terms of like playing. Like last week, the week before, I was just playing. Like, I had 0 breaks. So I've been playing for 2 weeks straight now. Need to blow my nose. Oh, shit. It's torture, man. Christmas time. Man, I remember like when I was a kid, I used to watch Thomas and Friends during Christmas. Like listening to the songs that they had there. That was great. This was like, I think at the time when I was watching Thomas the Tank Engine, that was like back when Alec Baldwin was the narrator. I remember that. Good times, man. Back when they used a model railway instead of CGI like they do now. Or I guess they turned it into a cartoon. I don't like the cartoon. Like, it just, I don't know. I feel like the cartoon version nowadays, it's just not as good, you know? Like they make Thomas all wild and stuff, and it's just, I don't agree with that. Like, the thing about CGI Thomas was that he still stayed on the rails, and he was still a normal tank engine. Like, the cartoon Thomas that I've seen nowadays, that's like for babies and stuff, like, they just jump around, they go crazy, like, I don't like it, you know? But yeah, I watched Thomas the Tank Engine during that time. Like, I think the oldest one was when Alec Baldwin was the narrator, and then I moved on to some other guy. Oh, I don't remember. I think it was back when Mattel was collaborating with Thomas and Friends. I don't remember. Oh man, Thomas and Friends? That was a goated show when I was a kid. Thomas the Tank Engine, also a goated show. What was the narrator before Alec Baldwin? What was his name? And then what was the narrator after him? I don't remember. But yeah, like, not only that, but like, I remember when I was a kid, like, I used to ask my mom, like, oh, Mom, Dad, let's buy Thomas the Tank Engine toys. I used to buy like the Tommy Rail versions because that's what they had at Walmart when I was a kid. And I remember as a kid, I also wanted to like have I also wanted to like make a model railway. I remember that. I had train tracks and everything. Good times. I wanted to collect them all, but I never did. You know what? I wonder where those figures went. Those Thomas the Tank Engine. Let's see, who did I have? So I had Thomas, obviously. I had a whole bunch of Thomases. I had let's see. I had Percy, I had James, Edward, Gordon, Henry. Oh yeah, and Toby. That was Emily. Was that all in terms of the standard gauge engines? Let me remember. I think so. I had a bunch of troublesome trucks too. Oh, I had Salty. That's right. Was it Bill or Ben? One of the two. Duck. Yes, or Montague, whichever one you like better. Let's see who else. I'm trying to dig deep into my memory. Who else did I have? Rusty. Oh wait, that's a narrow gauge. Let's see. I think that might be it in terms of the standard gauge railways for my Tommy collection. Let's see. So in terms of narrow gauge engines, I had Sir Handel. I think I had Peter Stam. Yeah, I had Peter Stam. I had Rusty, I had Duke, I had Duncan, I had Rheneas, I had Scarloey. Basically like the OG narrow gauge engines before like Mighty Mac and whatnot. Oh, I forgot to mention, I also had Lady. Lady hardly ever made an appearance in Thomas the Tank Engine. She only made 2. Or I guess just 1. Not counting the Thomas and the Magic Railroad movie. But like she only appeared as like some sort of like guardian angel that gives like wisdom or something. Yeah. Well, that was it. She only appeared in the Day of the Diesels movie. That's all I remember. Man, Thomas Tank Engine was a going show, like I said. Oh, I forgot. I had Diesel 10. Diesel. I think it was Dodge. Which one? Yeah, it was. I had Dodge. I never got Splatter. Yeah, whatever happened to Splatter and Dodge? Like we've only seen them in Thomas and the Magic Railroad, and that's about it. It's kind of sad, to be honest. Like, I don't know. I kind of like those characters. Did I have Ari and Burr? I think I did have Ari. Was it Ari or Burr? I don't remember. I remember Ari and Burr. They were like, man, those guys are twisted. Like, they make Diesel look scary. Like, they make, they make Diesel look like he's a joke. Like, I remember, I had Stepney too. Well, yeah, I remember this one episode where they like tried to convince Stepney to go to the scrapyard. Like they try to scrap him. Like, bro, these guys try to commit murder, and you're putting that in a children's show. But then again, like, I guess when I grew up, I wasn't culturally sensitive. Like, that stuff didn't exist in like the early 2000s / early 2010s because everyone was normal, unlike now. But man, like, if you think about it, like, a lot of people, like, a lot of characters died in that show. The Troublesome Trucks, like, remember the Troublesome Trucks in the in that one episode, like, Duncan gets spooked? Like, yeah, they died. They're dead. They probably drowned to death. Poor guys. I swear, Troublesome Trucks are just suicidal, bro. Like, I don't know. Like, Like they put Eminem to shame, but like they're also suicidal. I don't. That's such a weird. That's so weird. Like those guys, like whenever they misbehaved, it always ended up in destruction. Like they always died, they always got killed or something. I wish I had some hot water or something. Just to like ease up just to like clear my lungs or something. I don't know. I don't have anything. Like it's hard to breathe because like when I breathe, it feels like there's something. It's like there's something like squeezing my throat or something. I don't know. It just stings a little bit when I breathe. Like it, like through my, like if I'm breathing in my mouth, because breathing through my nose is too difficult. Like it just, yeah. Also, come to think about it, like, remember those episodes of Thomas the Tank Engine where like they would like go to the scrapyard or stuff like that? If you think about it, like they're basically walking through a morgue or a graveyard. Like, don't they ever think like, oh my gosh, dude, like they don't like get traumatized or anything like that? But then again, they're probably used to it because like they're trains. And they've probably been working there for a long time. So like they've probably just become numb to the trauma of seeing like one of their buddies like just dead in the corner, all scrapped. I swear, bro. It's just so hard to like have any kind of fun nowadays. Like just looking at that stuff now and realizing that I was okay with it as a kid, like that's fine for me. But like if all this stuff that we watched like back in the early 2000s/2010s, like if they produced those like today, it would have gotten canceled so quickly. Because it's culturally insensitive. No. I swear, I hate those kind of people, bro. Like, come on, man. You seriously can't handle like come on. Like, I don't know. It's just so stupid. Like nowadays, I'm more hesitant to tell a joke because I know people are gonna get mad. Ugh. Please be patient, new driver. Oh my gosh. Now I'm scared of the new driver stickers because like I watched like this one YouTube channel about a cop, and he drives a car and the sticker in the back says, "People, please be patient, new driver." And that's funny because you think, like, you wouldn't think that he's a cop because of that sticker. But just wait until the sirens go off and then he pulls you over for speeding. Man, that's the worst. But anyways, back to Thomas and Friends. What was I talking about? Let's see. You know what I remember actually? One character, Smudger. That man was just left to die. Like, the fact that they just, like, abandoned the place. Because, like, I get it. Smudger was like a terrible character. Like, in terms of, like, personality. But, like, the fact that they turned him into a generator, and they left him in the back of the shed to just sit and rot. Like, that's sad, man. That is so sad. And it doesn't help that, like, from what I remember, that railway became abandoned. So, like, are you telling me that Smudger was basically just left to die behind a shed and just never be heard from again? Like, damn, that's sad. That is so sad. Red light. Oh shit, it turned green. I could have used that as like a way to, you know what? Actually, nah, not today. I was gonna say, like, I could probably go visit that one up game store. Okay, so there's a game store that like sells like old retro games, right? Like Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, GameCube, all that shit. All the old shit. Man, I could have just went over there and visited that place. Like after juries as like a little reward. Man, that would have been goated. Funny how the nostril I was breathing out of yesterday is the nostril that's now clogged. Especially with like having to like, what is it called? When you like breathe through, it's not a, Fuck, where was I? Tom's Tank Engine? Yeah. So, what else do I remember from back then? Thomas the Tank Engine. I do remember having some wooden railway toys, but like, I didn't have many. I just remember getting like, I do remember getting like the Thomas the Tank Engine and the jet engine toy. I remember that one. And I also remember, what else? I had Lady. I had Diesel, but he broke. I don't know what happened to him. Man, that's crazy. I'm surprised I still remember all that. Well, like, I mean, I guess in terms of wooden railway, I didn't have much. I think I had a couple conductors, or a driver and fireman, but that's all. I don't remember. I had other trains too that weren't Thomas and Friends. Man, those toys are old. N. There's the old, or I guess what used to be an abandoned mall. I miss that mall sometimes. Good memories. Never once did I think that I'd be coming back this direction. Especially for like coming to university. Oh well. I'm glad I got to experience it before I got abandoned and I guess eventually demolished. I've never been inside when it was abandoned, but I've seen videos of what it looks like inside, of what it looks like when it was abandoned. And and just seeing like a whole bunch of graffiti and shit, like everything is just broken and stuff, like that was sad. That was honestly so sad. And then seeing the videos of like the demolition progress, that was even worse. That mall was opened from when I was in elementary school all the way to like halfway through middle school. Like when I got out of middle school, that mall was like, it was going through hard times, and then it went bankrupt. And so it went out of business. They abandoned the building, and that was the end of it. Yeah, I think I remember during the time when I was in middle school, it slowly became more and more empty. And like last time I was there, this was like after my Thea got married and stuff. Like there were hardly any stores, hardly anything in the food court. It was just, there was like hardly anyone there. Like the mall was just dead. Like there was nothing there, absolutely nothing. And then afterwards, like during my time in high school, I realized that it was abandoned. Yeah, and then I remember senior year, I saw videos of like my friends going in there when it was abandoned and just like tearing the place up and shit. Yeah. But before it was abandoned, I remember seeing like this cool mariachi group and like these dancers on the stage and stuff behind the elevator. Man, that was, and then the playground, that was so cool. All these like awesome like stores. Top tier. Those are some goated times. I will forever miss that mall. Even though sometimes I didn't like going into it because my mom and dad always, whenever I did, my mom and dad always wanted me to try on new clothes. But I'll miss it. Especially the Sears. Like I remember that place. Back when Sears was open, back when everything was nice. But yeah, overall, like more mall, like we had a new mall that was opening up, and people just started going to that one instead. We have another mall that's like super old, and it's still going even today. And honestly, like okay, so this mall, like this super old mall, like it's been there for years, and I think what's keeping it alive is like their jungle themed restaurant, and they also have an aquarium. I think that's what's keeping it alive. And I don't know, it mostly appeals to kids, but I've heard rumors about that mall that are not really great, so I don't know. All I know is that mall is super old, and I remember going to it when I was like a baby, before I even went to school. Like I was like 3 or 4. I remember that. Then I remembered remember. I gotta make a U-turn. Fuck. Alright. Oh man, this is what I get for talking too much. I'm not paying attention. Sorry about that. But you know what? If anything, I got like 2 Zelda shields from that mall. That old mall that was abandoned and eventually destroyed. I got 2 shields, 2 Zelda shields that are still hanging up on my wall. So those are some artifacts of that mall. Or some reminders that mall was once a thing. Or, I don't know, man. Whatever. Good times. Good times. Early 2000s, 2010s, man. Goated years. Almost on campus. I'm not gonna park where I usually park because it's just like, what's the point of just driving back and forth for just 1 hour? Like, what? Yeah, it's pointless. What point does it make in just driving and just like taking my scooter and going on a 15-minute like drive from like one side of campus to the other side of campus when I can just go back and forth? It's not even that far. I can just park in the guest parking lot and I don't have to pay. I really hope they don't. I really hope that the university doesn't see this video now that I said that. Oh shit, that would be bad. Fuck. Alright, so my plan is to practice until like 10:30. Okay, so my jury starts at 10:40, so my goal is to practice until 10:30, so that way I can be there on time. I mean, I don't know, whenever stuff like this happens, they usually tend to go behind schedule, so things might not work out as well as they want to, but still, I wouldn't want to risk it. I would probably want to like be there like 10 minutes early, just so that way I don't risk the potential of just being late. Oh crap. Red light, red light. I think this video is gonna cut eventually. I'll be right back. Well, I'm finally here. So yeah, it took a while, but I'm here. Yeah, I got juries today. I had a pretty good talk, so see how it goes. So might be a while until I upload these kind of videos, but it's okay. Anyways, see ya.